All right, welcome to episode 9 of For the Record. We're here at Love Blood Inc., getting shit done, talking about real shit. So, with that being said, let's introduce our owner, Dizzy. Get him on stage. Eventually, we'll have more guest artists on here in a couple minutes. They're all knocking out some badass tattoos, so we're just going to let them go.
So something that's really bothering me, I help out a lot of people, give people a lot of opportunity. And when that comes back to bite you, it makes you bitter. It makes you feel a certain kind of way, and it stings. I like to just talk about first is I don't do apprenticeships. I don't like to do apprenticeships. I don't like really showing anybody how to do this thing I love, maybe because I fought so hard to get it and get where I'm at, and I just don't have the time or the patience or whatever. But every once in a while, someone comes along that shows me like some promising attributes. They have a character about them or some charisma that makes me want to invest in them, and I see something in them, and I try to see the good in everybody. And I took on an apprentice, apprenticed him for 2 years. And, after 2 years, you think you know somebody. Let me tell you, I didn't know anything about him. And the fact that this person turned on me, I showed him everything, and just really just showed me that people are just, in this society, this day and age, are just really wolves in sheep's clothing, man. You can't trust. It's hard to trust even people you want to trust. Who you are as a person, if you're good-hearted, then you're just always going to be good-hearted. Life will make you bitter. Situations will make you bitter. You'll be pissed off about things. But, genuinely, don't let that, cause the next person that maybe wants an opportunity to have to take the blunt of what happened in a situation that had nothing to do with them. Kind of like just embrace it and kind of learn from it. And the only thing I really took away from that whole situation, and I learned from that situation, is that nothing at face value is its true value. It just costs so much energy. It's such a waste of time. And I don't have that much time or energy to waste on somebody that didn't give shit about me. If you're not true to nothing else or anybody else, just be true to yourself. And stop fucking caring what other people think. It's your life to live, right? Because check it out. When you die, 30 days after you're in the ground or you're on somebody's mantle, won't nobody speak about you again. I don't give a fuck what you did in this life. Start doing it for you. Start doing it for somebody who cares. Because most people in your life that you encounter don't give shit, really, honestly, about what you do. They only care about what you can do for them. Without further ado, I'm going to bring a couple dope artists on here that come all the way out from Phoenix, Arizona. They're good friends of ours. They're family. They're part of the Nature's Beast team. And they rock our aftercare. And they do dope tattoos. And they're just genuinely just good people. Just really good people. I've had the pleasure of meeting them. I met Calvin in Phoenix last year, and I just recently got to meet his homie Andy, and they're both fucking stellar people. Listen, anybody can be taught how to tattoo, right? Anybody. But you can't teach people how to have integrity and respect and professionalism and how to be good people. And these two dudes I'm getting ready to bring on is just good people. Without further ado, Cookies brought to you by the Nate Latte.
We've been rolling this whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
No, leave it all in.
he takes it all out.
This is, in case you didn't know, it's Clarksville's very first and only ever bikini barista. Now listen, don't be fucking mad because I opened a bikini barista. Don't be mad because I thought of it first.
Don't be mad because they got good cookies.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad, right? Listen, if you are mad and out of just anger and compulsion, you feel it necessary to come down here and check out the Nate Latte.
That was a nice move. I like that. Didn't trip or nothing.
We have a full menu here, right?
Full menu with a full view.
All right. Okay.
I like it.
It's right here, right? It's a latte latte. Stay latte.
You guys got any of those out in Arizona?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Right.
I-
You're not mad, are you? You're not mad?
I've seen one
No.
on TikTok. That's the closest.
Was it?
Okay.
I've never even heard of
Listen, point is,
even heard of
right?
I think Dizzy
Hey.
is the first one to do it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we're the first tattoo barbershop bikini barista in America. I know that for a fact because I Googled it. And Google don't lie. Google don't lie.
Yep, that's for sure. Never happened before.
I'll tell you another thing.
China does. China lies.
Well,
They blame Google though.
well,
TikTok.
Right? Yeah.
TikTok.
well, the thing is, right, is if you don't get up as early as me and put in as much work as I do, and you ain't getting down like I get down and hustle like I hustle and grind like I grind, don't say a fucking word about my bikini barista, okay?
Yeah. Talk your shit.
Talk your shit. That's it. Andrew, you mind if I call you Andrew or you want me to call you Andy?
Either way, man.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, on the show, probably better Andrew, just in case my dad ever watches. which
Okay,
he won't,
Andrew.
but-
Right. So Andrew, I just met Andrew, and I met Calvin before in Phoenix, man. And let me tell you, there was probably 500 artists at that show,
Yeah.
easily, right?
Yeah.
And about 3 of them stood out to me to be just like solid dudes. Not saying that the other 497 was like bad, right?
Right,
Just
right.
that some stood out to me, and I'm like a.
It's not these guys here, but
Right.
the ones there that
Right,
stood out.
right. And one of the Calvin was about maybe a 3 or 4 booths down from us.
Yeah, we were about 2 booths down.
Yeah. And man, I went down there and I started bullshitting with Calvin, and just a super laid back cat, man. And you can tell a lot about somebody in probably the first 30, 45 seconds, whether you want to continue conversation or if you want to just keep
Say
on
fuck you
moving.
and leave.
Just keep
No.
on moving. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And Calvin was cool as a fan, man. And we hit it off, and we started bullshitting. And you know, I turned him on to some of our product, Nature's Beast Tattoo Care. If you ain't heard, well, you heard now. It's the best for the best, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Now you can take your aftercare company or whatever fuck you're putting on your tattoos, and if it says synthetic or you can't pronounce anything on the label,
Throw it away.
if you're using it.
Well, it sure as fuck shouldn't be going into your skin. And
Right.
I mean, shit's
Right.
open wound. So.
All right. Look, when you're paying good money for your tattoo, right? Why wouldn't you spend fucking 20, 30 bucks to take care of it? But now, if you don't give a shit about your tattoos, fuck it, don't use it then. I
But
don't
you
care.
probably didn't get tattooed here then. So.
Right. Probably didn't. Right.
Or by a good artist.
Or by a good artist, right? You know what? You know, a common question. Common question that I get all the time. Who's your best artist?
Depends on the style.
No, that's what they ask me. Who's your best?
Yeah, it's
Motherfucker, don't come in here and ask me who the best is. The best at what? The best at showing up on time, the best at cleaning up your station, the best fucking tattooing.
He's not talking about us right now.
Just saying.
Hey, I don't know. You guys are here on time.
That's because
That's because the boss brought us to
You're right,
work.
It's because they're staying at my house.
He
Look,
was talking about
we'd be
waking
here
up
at
early
6,
and doing all
but
that. He is up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, no, he let us
Probably,
sleep for a long
we'll
time.
say
and we
3:30.
appreciate- That's what we appreciate about him.
guys
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock?
No. I mean,
no, I let him
maybe a few
sleep.
footsteps.
No,
don't
yeah,
sleep.
he's doing his
I
thing.
don't- I
He's
don't
doing his thing, but he is up and he is
Moving. He's
moving. Yeah,
If any,
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, listen. The thing is that I have to. I feel like if I'm sleeping, I'm just wasting time. And
24 hours a day,
I
make
came and
money,
got
give 'em
these
20.
guys. I came and got these guys Thursday, right? They landed in Nashville at 11 p.m. I went and I drove and I got them, and we drove back and we stopped and got them food. We got back to the house about 1:45.
Yep.
We stayed up and we bullshitted for about an hour and a half. I got to sleep at about 3. I was back up at 5:30,
Yep.
and I did a full day.
Yep.
I did a full day. Now my full day.
They pimped out some hot ass tattoos.
Hey, my full day, I do more before 8 o'clock than most people do all day. And that's not bragging. That's just saying if you are feeling some kind of way about anything that I've done, and this is for the generalized population, the public, whatever, whoever has anything hatred-wise to say to me, if you ain't doing what I'm doing, then you ain't got no room to say nothing. If you're doing what I'm doing, then you be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Because the people who are hustling is hard. You know what I mean? They ain't got time to focus on nobody else.
Yeah, they ain't got time to call.
Yeah, exactly.
call
Like,
shit. Yeah.
I'm not even watching you because we all hustling just as hard.
That's
or, you know
right.
what I mean? And that's what it should be. For
That's
sure.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you sitting at home and you on some chat page, right? You probably ain't got groceries in your refrigerator. You probably ain't made your man dinner. You probably ain't cleaned the fucking house in a minute, right?
Yep.
You probably haven't done nothing productive.
Yeah.
You just trolling.
I find it motivating, man.
trolling.
Honestly,
I do too.
that's what
I
was
do
that
too.
day 2 this
I do
morning. I hear the footsteps already going. I'm like, I know I should be up, but
Fuck.
one more hour.
Yeah.
One more hour.
The tequila I had the night before told me it was a little more hour. You know what I mean?
But I'm right there, like, go Dizzy, go, bro.
Good to go.
Right? First,
gonna-
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get some
get it.
pom-poms. I cheerlead him, and then I'm going to jump on board.
Yeah, no.
So you guys are out in
For real.
Arizona, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
So being out here in Tennessee, like, are you seeing any different types of tattoos that are coming out, or is it all just kind of the same, just done differently?
I'm admiring the traffic just of the shop that you guys have here. The walk-in traffic, the camaraderie of the artists already. Like, I was coming in a little bit nervous, but I mean, within 5 minutes, dude, like, it was like as soon as I walked through the door, it was super welcoming. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it definitely reminded me of the shop back home that we have, and I think it's dope, man. But as far as like the tattoos go, I mean, everybody's super solid here. You know what I mean? And then if there is a question, even from me or Andy or, you know, Ian's been asking us a lot of questions, I think it's super cool. But I feel like that's what it should be anyways. I don't think there should be like, oh, I'm better than that person or I'm better than this. It's like instantly like, what do you have that I don't? And then let's collaborate.
So much
you
to
know what I mean?
learn. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
listen, I
Learn
could
from
probably,
everybody.
I could probably have a shop. I probably could have a shop, and I'm not speaking out of arrogance. Please don't misconstrue this. With 100 artists in it, okay? I probably could. If I wanted it, I could probably have it. But you know that means more to me to have 7 or 8 solid dudes, right? Just solid.
Yeah.
You can count on, right? Than to have 100 that's doing 10 tattoos a day.
I mean, shit,
Yeah.
we still got one tattooing right now.
One still tattooing right
Yeah.
now.
What is
Marc's
that
still
saying
working out.
though?
Marc's
What is
still
that
at
saying? I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
that's, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
that
take
holds
the-
true.
I'm
you
going to
know?
take the quality over the quantity.
Yeah,
Rather be
absolutely.
solid than have too many
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah.
Listen, we turn away 20 to 30 tattoos a week, right? So here's the thing. If you're sitting at your shop right now and you're watching this, or you're going to be watching this, well, we've already tattooed all day, okay?
Yeah.
We've already tattooed all day. But if we didn't tattoo the 10 or 15 that came in, right, they should be coming to you. If they want tattooed,
He said,
listen,
"Heads up."
don't be mad at me. I'm trying to feed you too. Look, we can't tattoo everybody.
Everybody eats.
Hey, the dipshit. There was a hey,
story,
hey,
man.
hey,
Everybody eats.
hey, the dipshit
Yeah.
next door. I tried to feed him, right? And that dipshit, he didn't want to eat. So now that dipshit's someplace else. Hello, dipshit.
All right, Andy, I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
So being out in Arizona, I know you ain't got a lot of grass.
No grass.
Okay. So what
Fight
type
for
of
it, guys.
mower is the dream mower you could get as a tattoo artist?
Oh, dude, I want one of those riding ones. So it's got like the 2 handles. And
Zero.
Is that what it's got, dude? I want that shit. We don't even know what that thing's called in Arizona because there's zero need for it at all.
Check
you
it
know?
out with some like
But
spray paint.
yeah, exactly, dude.
If you
For
have a
real.
lawnmower in Arizona, you have at least an acre, bro. But here in Tennessee, like if you are
Have
in
a
an apartment
backyard.
complex, you need a lawnmower, dude. There's grass everywhere out here.
You guys are like mesmerized in my yard.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And I walk
Yeah.
outside and I look at my yard and I'm like, fuck, man, I got to do something with this yard.
Yeah,
And these guys are
absolutely.
like, man, this yard's beautiful.
Pop a tent. That's what you should do in that backyard.
Well, I want to walk through a barefoot. Shit.
Why would I want to?
No
Yeah.
bullshit,
For
yeah.
real, man.
We got
Nah,
rocks.
man,
Rocks
I-
are our landscaping.
I lived in the desert for a while, man. I lived in Vegas for a while, and it was zero scaped. Like, there ain't no grass.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't no grass.
You get
Yeah.
like grow rocks and
Yeah.
cactus. Everything
Yeah.
hates you. Even the ground hates you in,
Yeah.
in its
Yeah.
entirety or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's rocky.
Especially in Phoenix, you're talking 115, 120 sometimes.
yeah, the air and the
Damn.
ground both hate you.
You can feel that shit through your
Yeah.
through your shoes.
What month was it when we were out there? Was it summer?
That
month?
was
August?
September.
September?
Yeah,
was
so
hot
it
as a
start.
motherfucker,
Yeah, it was
dude.
still, but that was like cooling down.
Yeah, that was
becoming,
Phoenix
like,
cooling
winter.
down.
Yeah, that was like cooling down.
It was hotter than the devil's crotch, man.
We're going out
Yeah,
there this
dude.
summer with them.
Yeah,
I
I was
know,
gonna say, I
I
think
know.
the Gila show
Gila.
this year's right in the middle of June, July, end of July.
July?
It's into July. It's like the
July.
27, 28, something
gonna
like
be
that.
fun, though.
So you don't
for
even
sure.
need to pack, dude. Just show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Show up in the least
It's
amount
all gonna
clothing
fucking burn
possible.
off anyway.
Hey,
You can melt into the pavement with the rest of us.
Hey, speaking of the healer, shout out to Don Don, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, Don Don, I got an opportunity to meet Don Don, and it's kind of crazy how it happened because Don Don, I was at a show, and I entered a tattoo in American traditional. It wasn't really an American traditional category, but it was traditional category. And this Don Don dude kept fucking winning awards on like a tattoo that
You do that.
that wasn't traditional.
Yeah, he be winning.
right?
He be winning.
And I was like, man, look
That's
at
my dog.
like what's this guy? What's this
That's
guy
my dog.
doing, man? Like I'm fucking like I'm killing his tattoos, man. I ain't even placing. And Don Don comes up to me. He's like, and I was like, hey man, let me see the tattoo that won again. And he showed me this tattoo. I was like, hey man, that's a clean tattoo. I said, but it's not American traditional. He goes, it's traditional. Same thing with the line around it, a bold line. And I said, fuck man, that really resonated with me. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? And Don Don was like, yeah man. And Don Don walked away like. Shoo. I was
disappeared in the wind.
Man, I need to find Don Don. I need to
Yeah.
talk to Don Don, man. I need to pick Don Don's brain. Let me tell you something about Don Don. He's a hustler too, man. He's a grinder. He's a fucking hustler. And this cat is a young cat, and he's got his shit together. Shout out to Don Don. Don Don, I love your vision. I love where you're going. And thank you for choosing Nature's Beast as your tattoo aftercare, man. Don Don's one of our proud ambassadors.
Yeah.
And Don Don supports and rocks Nature's Beast out in Arizona. And he also rocks this Gila show that just grows and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we've been invited to be a main sponsor at the Gila this year.
You'll see us all out there.
And we're bringing a special guest with us, Clean Rock. Shout out to Clean Rock. Clean
yeah.
Rock Insta. Clean Rock was here, did a guest spot. Let me tell you something about Clean Rock. The money, that man is proof that the money don't change the man. Mm-hmm. The money never changes the man. You understand? Like if I learned anything from Clean Rock, this motherfucker is the most humble, down to earth.
And he only
get
eats
dirty,
beef patties.
Only eats beef
Nothing else
patties.
besides just beef
Yeah,
patties.
he's on the carnivore, man. He's on the carnivore.
Yeah.
Right? And,
Not me, I'm on the alcohol.
And
You look like a steak on the weekends or just beef patties? I mean, I can dig.
yeah, man, like
No, he ordered a burger and asked for 6 beef patties.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he only drinks goat milk and fucking hard-boiled
natural.
eggs, and yeah,
Shout out
look,
to you,
but
sir.
shout out to Clean Rock because Clean Rock is just like such a real person, like a real dude. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's so humble and gracious, and he really enjoyed being here so much, and in fact that he went and did Daytona, drove 12 hours, bypassed his exit, and went 9 hours past.
Just popped up.
And just popped up in the shop and said, walks in and goes, hey, you guys got any coffee?
This would be the place for it.
And we're like, fuck you doing, Clean? He goes, hey, man, I just came by to say hi.
Hell yeah.
And Clean just chilled with us for a couple hours. you
Yeah, I
know?
was in Nashville.
Yeah.
You called me. I was like, fuck.
I guess the reason why I'm really touching on this is what I'd like to say is like surround yourself with people that you want to surround yourself with, right? Surround yourself with people that will make you not only grow creatively or as an artist, but make you grow as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like really take
That,
cues.
that kind of goes back to like you bringing up Don really quick, man. Like ever since I met that dude, he like not put me on to like some different mental type, but he reminds me of you and you remind me of him. Just that early in the morning, you know what I mean? Super hustle, like just get it different. He kind of has a saying, it's built different. And I mean, dude, when you look at you and you look at Don, it's just like, yeah, absolutely, it's built different, bro.
built different.
Yeah, and it's in like me myself, I admire it. You know what I mean? So
Well, if anything, I really, like I said, I hope that everybody takes cues. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
take cues, absorb as much as you can, but have it so to where it enhances you somehow.
yeah.
Right.
No.
There's a difference between taking cues and looking up to someone and taking inspiration
And absorbing a little bit of
Right,
their
right,
quality.
right.
you know
Actually
what I mean?
putting it in
Right,
your
yeah,
life
yeah,
in
yeah,
action.
right.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah.
than just chasing clout. I call it
Right.
dick riding. Don't dick ride me, right?
Yeah,
Don't.
yeah.
If you want to
absolutely.
ride my dick, you're in the wrong place.
Right,
Like
yeah.
I'll teach you, show you anything, man. Like, but you know what I want really? I want you to be my friend. I want you to be part of my family.
Yeah.
Be part of my thing that I'm doing.
And let's
hopefully,
grow.
Maybe I could help you grow.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now that y'all have been here,
Yeah.
y'all are a part of the family. So
Yeah, we appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
you're always more
Absolutely.
welcome to come by, call us. I'll
absolutely.
get you guys everything.
Yeah.
So
Anybody
we got you
that
guys
comes
taken
here.
Can I have
and,
another one of those chocolate chip cookies right there?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Just
Yeah.
They're staring me right
Yeah,
in the
get that
face.
in the
I just got
shit.
done
Hey, I wish
tattooing
they-
for
hey,
like
you
4
want some- they would
hours
let
right
you
now,
right
and I had to
after.
do an
Hey,
armband.
you want some milk?
Nah, no.
Oh, yeah, that's,
Mom, the meatloaf.
We got the
shit.
cookies.
We're back
Everyone's
on.
good.
All right,
We're
done.
back in business.
All right, that tattoo with my ass right now. But that's
That
another
was a
thing.
killer tattoo.
That's another thing. Back home, dude, I do 1, maybe 2 tattoos a day. Like, and it'll still be 8-9 hour days. But here, it's a different breed. It's like, you know what I mean? People come in, you meet them, they tell you
did
what
like
you want.
4 today, I
Dude,
think.
yeah.
You know what's
I'm
crazy?
getting old, bro. I can't keep
Set
up.
up.
It's like, you know what I mean?
Let me touch on that.
And I had to do an armband today.
Hey, let me
Instead
touch
to whoop my
on
ass.
that for just a second. For anybody out there watching, right now, these guys came into a shop and into a city, town. Nobody knows them. Nobody knows them. Okay, but I mean, you will know them.
We did
now.
have people calling the week
Right.
before about you guys.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
I had a few friends stop by.
So what I want to say, I want to kind of caveat onto what Calvin's saying. He come in here, man, and like it was just like walk-ins. Bah, 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 bah. How many of those people that came in that you tattooed did you have contact prior to coming to this shop?
Oh, none, man.
None, right?
Yeah, none.
So would you say that they came into the shop because of the shop?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think everybody that I came across, like some were first timers for sure, but a lot of them could have been returning. But everybody was just excited, you know what I mean? And then a lot of them were just like, we just heard about the spot, you know what I mean? And they just want to come and check it out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I just Googled and then I just stopped by. You know what I mean? I was going to go somewhere else once I came in, but how
Dude,
could
it's
I?
hard not to see the front of the building and
Dude,
kind of just want to
yeah.
Yeah, it just
check
pops
out
out
the
your
way-
face.
The way
That's a
you
big
guys got
fucking
it set
tattoo
up,
sign.
dude,
I think I
yeah.
want to go say what's up to those guys.
It's
maybe.
yeah.
Then you walk in and you're like, holy shit, I can get a coffee
And go get a beard
lucky
trim?
look. I'm gonna take my money.
Yeah.
Throw the card at him.
So I've never been accused of being stupid. I've never been accused of being stupid. And I've never been accused of not knowing what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to like creating an environment that's inviting and alluring. It makes you want to come in and check it the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
So you're welcome
Yeah.
for that. Also, this is just it's such a great vibe in here, man. It's just
No, it really is.
It's fucking so dope.
And
I
you'll get to
can't
see
even-
me when you come in.
It really is. I mean, as soon as you walk in, like it's
Said I
well
promise
put
I'll cut my
together,
stash
man.
That day.
I'll trim it up for you guys. I might not tattoo you. I'll get you one of the cool
Free
guys,
mustache
but
rides.
I'm just here. Hey,
I can't even explain.
He's a custodian.
Like a concierge.
I'm the valet driver.
Concierge. I
Yeah,
can't
the
even
valet
explain to you how much it warms my heart, really, though, to see this lobby full and to see people smiling and people happy and people like, honestly, they could be doing anything else anywhere else in this town, right? But they chose this place to hang out for 2 or 3 hours and wait on a piercing or a tattoo.
They can be
Yeah.
sitting on Wilma Rudolph
Yeah,
traffic for
right,
4
yeah.
hours.
Listen, that makes me real warm and happy inside, and to be able to share that with people like you and Calvin, man, it makes me even happier. Right. Shout out to Adrian too, by the way. Adrian,
Shout out Adrian.
Fucking shameless plug for Adrian. Adrian is like one of the coolest people in my circle. This dude never complains, never gets upset, never freaks out, never rushes you, never nothing, and he's always there when you need him.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that's a homie for sure.
Yeah, that's a real G.
Yeah, that's real G right there. Shout out to Adrian and Adrian's little social media gig that he's got going on. You
Big
can catch
social
him
media gig.
with the Clarksville Phoenix. You can catch him on several projects, man. He's
Anything done in Clarksville
he's
is more
just
than likely
he's
his.
just he's just a cool dude, man. Honestly, I'd let him come over and eat dinner and like hold my baby for real. Yeah, he chuckled. That's funny, but I would. Things that I wanted to talk about really in the industry with you guys. I mean, we got about 30 more minutes. I had this thing that I wanted to do, and I was going to try to get as many like really cool tattooers on board as possible. And I don't expect anybody to go as extreme as I did with it. But in May, because that's my birth month is May. May 14th is my birthday, and I'm getting ready to turn fucking like old as dirt, right? I'm getting ready to hit 49, which means my life is like more than
said
half
old as
over.
dirt.
All right, more than half
Settle
over.
down.
Yeah, it's more than half over, right?
Chill.
So what I really wanted to do is I think that we're losing. Hold that for a second. We're losing sight of like tattooing. We're losing sight of the tattoo shop, like the art in itself of the tattoo shop, the tattoo vibe. And I mean as an industry whole, okay, industry whole, because what has happened to our industry is like apprenticeships are like non-existent, right? Coil machines are like non-existent. light boxes and tracing paper and red Newcastle pencils are like non-existent. We're really losing sight and losing touch with the integrity and the nostalgia and just the wholesomeness of like what tattooing is all about. And I wanted to create a challenge, and Clean Rock One said that he would get on this challenge with me. And I said, I want to challenge. May 1st, I'm going to do an announcement on social media. So y'all listen up. I'm challenge anybody, and I'm going to bring tattooing back to tattooing. And I've already got my coil machines tuned up. So I'm going back to coils, and I'm going Sharpies, and I'm going light box, and I'm going tracing paper, and I'm going to do it for 90 days. Okay? And what I want to do is I want to encourage real motherfuckers that tattoo, right? That tattoo for like the reason we tattoo.
Yeah.
Not because you can get on Amazon and get a fucking starter kit fucking tattoo. Fuck you too, by the way, Jeff Bezos, for that bullshit. That's a fucking poke in the fucking stomach, man. Like,
Get at it.
like fuck you for doing that, and fuck Walmart. And just fuck anybody who thinks that that's okay. You don't sell fucking defibrillators on fucking Amazon. Why? Because you must be a trained professional to fucking order that shit, right? Well, tattooing's no different. Can anybody back me up on that?
Yeah, I got you. I like that challenge, honestly. Would I be fucked? I don't think so. I like doing a lot of black and gray realism and color, but I also like I've won in like illustrative categories as well. So I'd be down. I'd say like you make it like a thing, like make like a page, and you got to post to the page, and
You got to post to the page. You have to
I'll
do.
be a part of
You
it.
have to do one tattoo a day.
Yeah.
One tattoo a day has to be done completely, like as if it was fucking 2010.
I think you're right.
2010.
I think you're right.
2010.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go back to 2010 and let's
The Windows computers.
And well, no, we don't have to go back that far. But you know, here's the thing: you're allowed to use Google for reference.
Yeah.
Right. But fuck you, tracers. If you fucking trace it, you're fucking disqualified. I want you to draw a tattoo one a day. I want you to you don't have to do a traditional tattoo, but you have to do a tattoo, and you have to use coil machines, you have to use sketch paper and a light box, or you have to freehand, and you have to do one a day, right? And I want to bring back the essence, right? I want to bring back what I fell in love with 15 years ago of the sound of a fucking tattoo shop, dude. Right, the sound.
I think it'll be good. I got some Tim Hendricks I can pull out and get down with, tune them up.
Yeah, tune them up, man, because I really think it'd be cool. And then what I want to do is I just want to make a page for that, and I want you guys to like, you know, post your tattoo, maybe post a what do they call it?
Like a reel or video?
Well, like what's the video that goes real fast?
Time lapse?
Stories
Yeah,
or-
the
or
time lapse, right? So, because I want you to prove that you did this
Yeah,
and how you did it,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I want you
Not
to
just
prove
take
it.
a couple pictures of my
Right,
coil
right,
and
yeah,
post my
no,
tattoo.
no,
I was
no.
like,
Take one with a
screwed.
coil in
Yeah.
your hand.
Yeah. So Clean Rock said he would get in on this, and Christian said he would get on this.
Man,
And
that sounds like
I
a good
bet
time.
I bet Don would get in on this.
Absolutely.
And there's no prize. There's no fucking award. There's no prize, right?
We'll send you another chocolate chip cookie,
Does there have
dude.
to be a prize?
Yeah, we'll send you a
to
case
get
of
you to
chocolate chip
do-
cookies.
to get you to do any, get you to do something.
Except for the chocolate chip cookies you can eat.
Well, Leighton, don't be giving away cases of cookies.
Come buy them at the Latte Latte.
But I want to get it back right to where it come from, right? And I want everybody who's going to accept this challenge, and I want them to fucking do some homework, man, and some research. And I want you,
Yeah.
I really want you to really dig in to like, man, turn of the 18th century where tattooing, really American style tattooing, started out on fucking boats. Sailors tattooing each other because they were bored or lost at sea, and inspirational tattoos, and like, you know, give me some info on like who invented the first tattoo machine, like who bought the patent from Benjamin Franklin, like who's responsible for that, like tell me some shit about Ed Hardy.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Is there anything of like the new tattoo era that you can appreciate? So like,
Yes.
not saying like
No, there
AI or like the new but like the new rotaries. Do you
Sure.
appreciate those? And
So-
then like
so
the
I appreciate
iPads.
I appreciate the fact that there is a machine that is innovative, that makes tattooing more efficient, and that the machine is more reliable, right? Which makes the artist more efficient. I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying that if if you took away battery-powered machines right now in America and you shut down social media right now, Google right now, half you motherfuckers tattooing would be out of work.
Fair.
Period.
That's a fact.
Period. Right? You've oversaturated this industry, taking, cutting corners and taking the easy way out. And I'm just offering this challenge up just because even if you've never used a coil machine, hey, man, what if?
You know what you should
Somebody in your
do?
shop's got one. Like, whip it out, have some fun.
You know what you should do is to add in that challenge, and then I think you should come up with something. I mean, maybe if it might be a case, I'm not giving away your shit. Hey, I'm not doing that. But what you should do is, in the beginning of that time lapse, that coil machine can't be put together. You have to build that machine.
Whoa.
You have to build your coil.
There you
If,
go.
I mean, if we're
Yeah.
talking
Long time
centuries,
lapse.
you gotta, you have
Yeah.
to show that machine put into pieces.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
fair.
Put it together.
That's fair. You know what? How about if we did this? How about if somewhere along the 90 days you have to show in a video somewhere
You
machine
building your
assembly?
machine.
Yeah.
Okay, all
So
right.
let me tell you something.
I
Hey,
feel because I feel like that would be fair.
first season of Ink Master. Do you know the only person that was able to put the machine together successfully and do a tattoo with the machine? Does anybody remember?
Never watched it.
It was first challenge. First challenge. Oliver
wasn't even
Peck
born.
issued the first challenge of season 1, episode 1. Josh Woods was on that. Does anybody know who Josh Woods is? Josh Woods was a badass artist from Nashville that did his apprenticeship in Buffalo, New York, and he was trained traditional, but went new school. Okay, and he was blazing shit down before Jesse Smith was doing new school.
New school.
Josh Woods was doing new school. Okay.
Yeah.
And Josh Woods is the only person that could put that machine together and fucking fire it up, man.
Shout out to you, Mr. Woods.
Hell yeah.
But
Shout
I
out
feel like
Josh Woods.
I feel like that's a huge part.
Yeah, of course.
To I guess dive a little bit deeper into that. I can appreciate where tattooing is right now, but to the people that wouldn't be able to take that coil machine and put it together and then complete that challenge, like those are the ones that and I don't have a problem with anybody, but those would be the people that I have a problem with. You know
Or
what I
not
mean?
even
In
just,
today's tattooing, because it's like you can say within like the past 5 years, I feel like tattooing has progressed so crazy. You have like the TikTokers, you have the Instagrammers, and it's like the tiny tattoos, and it's just like
Right.
what I tell my clients, you know what I mean? Whenever we do get into like a deep conversation about tattooing, it's like there's like tattooing and then there's tattooing, right? And a lot of what you see now on social media, the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebooks, and all that is the like just like the basic shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the people that you said, like the Walmarts, the Amazons, like all these people, and it's like you guys are oversaturating this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You literally took something that was like dear to a lot of people, right? And you just totally fucked it off. You fucked it over.
Yeah,
You just fucking did it to the point to where it wasn't even fucking
You
fun.
fucked it up, and then
Yeah,
now
I
you
fucked it
have
up.
people like myself, you know what I mean, who fucking work super hard and provide for his
Right.
family with this shit. To
Absolutely.
where when people come into the shop,
Yep.
you know, like they're still not looking at tattooing as a serious fucking matter.
They're looking at it like a novelty.
Hey, like-
Yeah,
It's like a novelty.
Yeah, because you know
People get
you
them
have
on
moms on
vacations and
TikTok
stuff like
now,
that.
like you know what I mean, looking at groceries, and then there's some kid like I've been tattooing for 3 months. This is my progress. You know what I
Right,
mean? And
right.
like that hurts us.
Right. So why don't we issue a challenge to Walmart and Amazon? Hey, check it out.
He said, if you're listening.
I have a 3-year-old. We have
Hey,
diapers. We still need those.
If somebody in your mega corporation happens to stumble against this across this podcast, check it out. I'll issue a reverse challenge for you. If you're not prepared to sell fucking dental equipment and fucking surgical equipment on Amazon and Walmart websites, then and eBay, then stop fucking selling it on tattooing equipment on your site. Like, stop, because what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Like, we take so much care and we train and we sterilize and we use proper sanitation and
When it comes to licensing and all those other things that we have
yeah,
to
of
do for it.
course, yeah. I mean, proper education on bloodborne pathogens and cross-contamination and like all those things, right? That's so serious. Like, we're fucking breaking open skin. Like, we're breaking open skin.
Permanently altering someone.
Permanently altering someone's body with ink that doesn't wash off. It's permanent, right? You can hurt somebody with these machines that you're selling on your site, and
Absolutely.
kids are have access to Amazon Prime accounts that their parents have set up, and they're buying these tattoo machines, and they're fucking scribbling on their friends, and they're not even old enough to drive.
Yep.
Okay? All you're doing is you're taking something that we cherish, that's been around for generations and has been passed on through apprenticeships and has been earned and people have paid their dues, and you've made it easy to make a fucking buck. So fuck you. And if you really are serious about what you're doing as a business owner, right? You made enough fucking money. We get it. Hi, how you doing? Like, stop it. Unless you're going to start selling, fucking defibrillators and scalpels and dental drills and all that shit. There's a reason why you don't do that. Because you can't do that. Because you got to be a fucking licensed fucking physician to purchase that shit. Only at a place that sells that kind of shit to licensed fucking physicians. So you should be a licensed fucking artist to be able to acquire anything on your website.
Yeah.
For the record.
It's like you go to Lucky, Hex, all that stuff.
Yeah.
To buy supplies,
For the record,
You have to have your
For
license.
the record, if
number.
you don't have a license, you shouldn't be trying to buy shit anyway. If you don't have a license, get an apprenticeship, take your bloodborne pathogen course, read a fucking
do it
book.
the right way.
Read a
Just
book.
do it the right way.
Yeah.
Read a fucking book and find out. You know what? Reinventing the tattoo. Does anybody know the author of that? That's Guy Aitchison, right? Read that book. Read that book. Nobody even knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Reinventing the
I
tattoo.
know Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Read that book, right? So find out,
Said I read Pride
find
and
out who the
Prejudice in high
forefathers
school.
were,
Does that
right?
count, or-
Cap Coleman. Find out who Cap Coleman is. Find out who
Cap Coleman.
who Nettie Negretti is, right?
Yeah,
Find
Freddie
out who,
Negretti.
yeah, Freddie Negretti. Find out who Ed Hardy and Jack Rudy and Rick Walters and Norman Collins,
Yeah.
Sailor Jerry. Find out who would be just fucking crazy, fucking rolling in their grave to find out that you can fucking get on a website and you can be 12 years old and you can catch this starter kit for $39.99 and it'll be shipped to your house the very next day. Omar, come here.
Omar, so
Come here.
that-
Come
He's
here.
Omar.
Come here.
Oh,
he's
Omar.
dancing. Omar.
Mr. Puerto Rico.
Omar's the hardest working man.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
last dude
This
out
guy-
the
this guy
tattoo
got,
floor.
This guy got 2 jobs.
Gracias.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Sure. Hey, te amo mucho, man. Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you
I
tomorrow.
don't know what you just said, but yeah. See you tomorrow.
He said, dale, 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 dale.
Bye, Omar.
Thank you, Omar.
So speaking of old school tattoos, bringing that back in the industry, with these new types of tattoos that are coming in, because like my generation is all like micro tattoos, little lettering, shit like that.
Your generation also don't know what they want to be called.
They are fucked.
Exactly.
He's
What
on
is
aside from that.
what is the worst tattoo that you guys have had to do that has become popular in the new generation of tattooing?
Armband.
Like,
Armband.
what is your like
He said we don't have enough
Armband.
cookies for that.
armbands?
Armband.
This guy said armbands. Oh,
He's
sit
so
down over there.
fucking bent
just
on the
not
armband.
laugh?
Like,
Yeah, I did.
if anybody wants an armband tomorrow, I do believe
not
he has
come
some.
to Calvin.
Listen,
Let me just say
tomorrow
before that,
only
like-
with Calvin, armbands are half
Dude,
off.
it's not even once
And you
it's
bring
on.
your own drawing, too.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
As wavy
The
as
other
you can.
artists, if
Wavy.
you have a
Maybe have your
secret,
kid help
send
you
it
out with
to
it
me.
before you come down.
Yeah.
I've done the rubber bands. I've done the tape. I've done the everything, dude. That is one hard thing to get
Have you
lined
done
up.
the solo cup?
Have you done infinity knots?
You cut the bottom off the solo cup.
He's asking about
Stick the solo cup
techniques.
up your arm.
Oh, I have seen that one.
Yeah. So what was the question? What?
With the new generation of kids getting tattooed, what is the worst tattoo that you feel like you see a shit ton of, or you have to do, or like the little micro stuff, or
Yeah, anything small like that.
Yeah,
I feel
dude,
like,
just
you
the
know what I
fine
mean? I'll
lines.
tattoo all day and do something super dope, something, you know what I mean?
Again,
Oh,
nobody's reading fucking books. Get educated.
Yeah.
When you do a fucking tattoo this big in 20 years, it's going to look like a fucking
and you know the
raisin.
worst part about it is like you can tell these people all day and they'll look at you like so.
Like
and
the
it's
ring
like no,
finger.
like
I saw it on
I'm,
Pinterest. It
you know
looked
what I
good.
mean?
Again, I think that
So,
no
and then,
offense to
you
the
know-
generation, but I do think that ties in a little bit to the generation of like, then doesn't matter now, right? This
yeah,
second, like,
people
live
are
in the
like
now, live in the
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
not that. I mean, not that there aren't certain decisions.
people
like,
think they're
yeah,
gonna stay young forever.
Yeah,
type
and it's
thing.
just not that way.
I mean, that's why I
I'm-
dyed
I'm
my
old
beard,
as-
because I'm going to stay
not
young
quite dirt,
forever.
but
I feel like I look like if George Michael like fucked a rapper.
Oh God.
What? What?
That took a turn.
Literally turned my head for
Really?
a second.
I got lost.
So on the opposite side of that,
my beard. I feel
Okay,
like
okay.
I feel like is
You do look like you have a
Michael is-
couple cold mixtapes out there
I
somewhere.
didn't mean-
though.
Right,
That's what I'm
right,
saying.
right.
Back to what you were saying before, like I do feel like obviously like the reverse engineered dildos that you can buy at Walmart are just too much. But as far as the things as far as like a whole new generation of tattoo equipment and all those, I do really like as far as inks, man. The inks compared to back in the day,
yeah,
fucking having some homie
yeah.
mix
Inks
you up
are
a
way
bottle of
different,
inks
yeah.
powdered,
100%,
fucking to what you can get today. As
Yeah.
I do, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
because Calvin mentioned, you know what I mean, things that can be appreciated. Fuck me, I cannot say how much I appreciate some of the newer inks on the market compared to what
Absolutely.
we
Let me
were
reiterate.
using 20 years ago.
Let me reiterate the nuance of where this has evolved to. I'm not against battery-powered machines. I'm saying that shouldn't be your first fucking machine.
Right. No,
You should
I
learn on
totally
a
get what you're
coil.
saying. I was just pointing out that I think it's that is one of those areas where it's almost like not there's so little bad that has come out of
Sure,
it. You know what I mean?
sure.
That is one of those
Well, the-
strictly good areas. Like that's fucking
The
rock
one,
on. You know?
the one
Yeah.
thing that bad that has come out of it is that you have these machines that can do literal damage to people and hurt them.
Yeah.
And you have it in inexperienced, untrained
Oh yeah,
hands.
no doubt.
Where a coil machine, Calvin, you back me up on this, right? Coil machine, you could even back me up on this.
Yeah, Andy can
a
back
coil
you up.
machine has forgiveness, right? It has because of how the machine it operates, right? Off
Especially a well-tuned machine.
well-tuned machine, and it runs on like a little bit of a lower voltage, and the needle and the armature bar and the magnetic pulse, and
Even in your stretch hand, when you're running a coil, you can feel the tension
difference,
of the
yeah.
of the springs
Yeah.
you can
against
hear
it all. Yeah,
you can hear it
100%.
when your needle goes too deep. You're gonna know it's too deep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna fucking bog down, and you're gonna be like, "Oh fuck!" Right? And you're gonna bring it back. With these new machines, you can't hear them. You
quiet
can't
as
hear
hell.
them. And they are fucking powerful, man. These fucking machines are strong, well-built machines. I'm not downing the machine builders. If you think I was downing you, I'm fucking
No, yeah, some of
absolutely
those direct
sorry.
drives are
Could
what
we
do
could we
amazing
say
things.
that it's also so obviously there's a lot of imposters, tattooers, people just picking this shit up and running with it, right?
on
Could we
TikTok
say
everywhere.
that it like the client is also the problem too? Like
Yes.
the new age client?
Yes, 100%. Listen, fuck you, Pinterest.
Yeah.
I'm fucking you next.
Like
Because you
Yeah.
know what? You know
Fuck
what?
you,
You
Pinterest.
know what? Hey, motherfucker, show me a picture of that tattoo that you photoshopped and super enhanced on that fucking body part. Show me that tattoo 6 months after that fucking picture was
Yeah.
taken.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of
Let me
things that I
see
just
that
really want to see
all
6 months later.
white fucking
Yeah.
fine line half sleeve, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Not that there
It
aren't
doesn't
some
exist.
some
It's a-
badass artists out
it's-
there doing some really cool
Oh,
yeah.
shit. You know what
Have
I
you
mean?
seen the people that are doing like
100%.
blackouts and then going over
Dude who
with
did
the
all that
white
red
ink
over it or shit,
or the
whatever,
red?
some-
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
like that's
Yeah,
just cool.
Siemens,
And like
yeah.
some of that shit that's coming back heel is like,
Dude.
whoa, dude, fucking bow
Kudos.
down or whatever.
So-
That's cool as
Dude,
fuck.
Yeah, because you know what I mean?
so then how do we educate the client then, right?
You have to educate the client. Listen,
The client
that's-
has to educate themselves.
Okay, check it
They
out.
gotta
Well, even
they
in,
gotta
like-
want
Whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa.
They
Yeah.
gotta
That's where
want it.
integrity comes in. Hang on. I'm going to stop you right there because if
Integrity
you're
is
not
a big word.
If you're not educating your fucking client, then you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're not telling them, listen, if
Well,
you
you're
come
just a
in.
part of the problem if you're just taking their money.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
taking their money
if
and
you're a
leaving.
Exactly.
If you're a cash snatcher and you're not, listen, you're setting yourself up for failure and them, and then fuck
And the
you,
rest of us.
because you're making us all look bad.
Yeah.
If your client comes in with a fucking harebrained fucking tattoo idea and you're a dipshit enough to fucking tattoo it on her, you're an asshole. You have got to educate your clients, and then you've got to take control of what you're doing. You wouldn't tell your builder how to build your fucking house and what kind of fucking nails to use, right?
Yeah, that's a big thing. I always tell people like, would you be in the surgery room? Would you be in the OR? Like
No.
trying to be like, are you sure? Like,
sure you're
Right.
supposed
no,
to
like
cut
you
that
trust
one?
them. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
never met him before, right?
Right.
When I had brain surgery, only thing I asked, I said, I want you, before I count from 100 backwards, I want you to look me in my eyes before you cut my fucking head open, and I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me, and I'm going to ask you, have you ever done this before?
right.
Don't lie to me.
No, this is my first time.
Like I'll respect you
Right.
more if you tell me the truth.
Yeah.
If you say, nah, that's my first
Talk
one.
about
Yeah.
a shitty way to fall asleep.
Right.
Like,
Oh fuck.
Right.
this
Right.
is time 2,
Yeah.
so we should be good.
Right. I said, look, I want
My
you
first
to,
one
I want
went
you to be
bad.
honest with me.
Yeah.
So look, if you're not educating your clients on a lot of things, hang on. Placement, one, size, proper aftercare. If you're not educating, right? You're not a fucking tattoo artist. You're a fucking, you might as well just fucking stay in your hotel room, stay wherever the fuck it is, stay out of my fucking way. Because you're just making us all look bad. You're giving us
fucking
a
go
harder...
find some old dude's dick to suck. You're just a gold digger.
Yeah,
You're
bro,
just
it
a gold
sucks.
digger, man.
it
Listen,
sucks.
because we...
Oh, you just got that joke? Sorry, man.
if Calvin,
Damn.
hey, if Calvin is down the street from me, right? If he's down the street from me, and he's just doing everything that comes in the fucking door, right? Blah, 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 blah. And he doesn't give a shit. Da, da, da. And Calvin's work starts coming in the shop because their clients are less unhappy with like the outcome or whatever. And I'm going to say, well, why do you keep going back? He say, well, because, he told me that,
He'll do anything.
whatever, And I'm like, okay, wait.
The roles could have been reversed before this story.
Yeah.
Could have been you doing the tattoos, and they come to me for me to fix them.
He said,
I hurt his feelings.
Well, look, I wasn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
I wasn't.
He's like, damn, I promise I'm good.
I wasn't saying. I wasn't.
just kidding.
I
He
wasn't
is a
saying
badass
that.
artist.
He's a super badass artist. That was not a poke at him. I was just trying to use him as an example of like why you
But
need
you're
to educate
absolutely
your
right.
fucking
You're
clients.
absolutely
and don't
right.
let them tell you what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do
I
it. 'Cause
kind of
they don't know.
have like a rundown, right? If you're a new client that comes into my shop, again, we're from Arizona. If you come into our shop, like if any questions, like I'm like, is that all the questions? Ask more. You know what I mean? And then if you haven't asked the questions that I feel like you should be asking, I'll sit there and explain to you.
That's what a
And I'm
consultation's
not,
for.
and I'm not even, and it won't even be a scheduled consultation. Like I'm doing more of just like a due diligence for
Sure.
not only
So
my
they know what
shop,
they're
but
getting into.
you know what I mean, the industry. So even if you don't get tattooed in my studio by me, by any of the other artists,
you
it's like
left educated.
at least you're gonna
Absolutely.
go to the next spot, and I know for a fact they're gonna be thinking about whatever I just said. Mine, even if you went to another shop before me, like I know they didn't talk to you. They were probably
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we'll probably get to you soon. We'll let you know." But like,
Sure.
I take on the responsibility as if like if you're gonna be getting tattooed, regardless if it's here or not, like you need to understand what you're getting yourself
Right.
into.
Right.
Right.
It's like having your dad take you out to buy your first car. You're not gonna
Yeah.
get cheated and fucked over.
Oh,
you know
fuck
what I
no,
mean?
Yeah.
because he's gonna look at
Exactly,
everything.
you
He's
know what
gonna
I mean?
explain
So
everything.
if you educate every person walking into
Yeah.
your shop that
Yeah.
way, then that is you. You're that dad figure being like,
Yeah.
hey, even if you don't get tattooed here, go and look at those things.
Yeah.
Go and examine the right way to
You
do
know
it.
what? You know what really feeds oversaturation is people being over compulsive and just overly trusting and overly just not being educated and just assuming that fuck it, man. Like this is.
They have a
I just
tattoo
want
machine, we're
tattooed.
good.
a tattoo's
I
a
do think
tattoo.
that is
Yeah.
partially in part to, no offense, you know what I mean? Everybody just loves Ink Masters and all that shit. But I mean, I think that some of that idea does come from the whole Ink Masters TikTok though. So like they see like, oh, well those dudes do it. They do it so badass. So like everybody should be able to do it. And it's like, no,
Everyone's
it's
got
not
their
really
niche.
that way. You still need to go and do your research. You know what I mean? Like,
So check it out. I don't know if you guys have delved deep enough into this and really conceptualized what the fuck is going on. What if this just trend just keeps on happening, right? And the projected number for the industry, tattooing industry, from 2023 to 2028, you know what the jump is?
I think it was like $3 billion.
$140 million a year industry to a
To 340.
$340
Oh, it's 300. Damn,
million
my numbers are
industry.
small.
So here's what's going to happen. Listen, motherfuckers, we still need cops, we still need nurses, we still need doctors, we still need, we still
and some
need.
of you should be doing that instead of tattooing.
Yes.
Some of you aren't
Listen,
creative,
hey.
including me.
Right. Listen, asshole. Not everybody was born to be a tattoo artist, right? I wasn't born to be a tattoo artist. No one was truly born to be a tattoo artist, but everybody sees the quick cash. They see the cash.
They see
money,
the
money.
The money
they
flow.
see the
Rock
and
star
right now
status,
the
man.
rock star status. But
Yeah.
I say it all the time, and I think it's a
You ain't no
popular
Bret
quote.
Michaels, motherfucker.
But it's
Like,
like,
you ain't
dude,
no rock
they don't
star.
see the late nights. You know
No,
what I mean?
they
I'm
don't
all
see
the
the
way.
marriages
We're
that
both me and
crash
Andy
and
both
end.
are all the way over in Tennessee from Arizona, away
Yeah.
from our families right
Right.
now. Like
For a week,
it's
tattooing.
good. We're having fun, but still,
Yeah,
dude, like, I
sacrifice.
still have to. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
sacrifice. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? The
And a lot of
late
people-
nights getting ready for the next day,
Yeah.
like the stress. You know
The
what I
drawing
mean?
till
Beating
1
yourself
a.m.
up and then not beating yourself
People
up
have
to
turned
go
this
then
into
the
a
next
9-to-5
day.
job, and it's,
It's
not.
not.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
This
fucking
is-
lifestyle.
It-
Yeah,
it's
You're
a
working
full
closer
on
to a
lifestyle.
fucking cult than it is a 9 to 5. Like
Yeah.
it's a fucking lifestyle, dude. If you're
Yeah.
not ready to fucking bleed,
Yeah.
then
So then, yeah. So like,
fuck out.
later, bro.
I'm like bothered by that. So it's like, yeah, I tattoo and I do construction. It's like there is none of that. You know
There's
what I mean?
Tattooing or nothing.
You haven't
Yeah.
fully committed to this industry.
It's-
and
yeah.
you have not sacrificed.
Yeah.
If you're not on your second marriage and your third baby mama, you need to try fucking harder.
One marriage.
I'm not in
One
any marriage.
I'm
First
just
baby
saying,
mama.
that was not a point with you. Listen, I don't want to take a shout out to Calvin and his marriage.
Love you,
of
babe.
13 years, his
Hell
lovely
yeah,
wife.
hell yeah.
He's one that made it through without fucking,
But you know what? I've been with my
child
lady
support.
for like 13, 14 years, and she doesn't even understand it. You know what I mean? She'll say like, "Okay, I understand another late night," or da da da, but like she still doesn't understand the fact
Fully
of like,
understand.
you know what I mean?
It's hard on
Fully
you, but it's also
understand.
hard on
Right.
your family.
Fully understand.
It's like
to where it's just
almost
like,
an appeasing.
yeah, it's like you just
understanding.
got home, like you said hi, everybody's going to bed. Now you're drawing again till 2 a.m. or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I gotta
Got to
get
pay
ready
the
for it.
bills, and
Yeah.
I gotta do a really good tattoo on this person who's been waiting on me for 2 months and
Yeah.
counted on me and put down a
Yeah.
deposit and changed his schedule,
Yeah.
and now he's in my schedule, and now we got to do this, and this is
Yep.
what it's going to take, and if you don't understand it, well, I don't understand
Yep.
why you're fucking even asking me.
Yeah, this person
Because
got
you're wasting my time because I got to draw for this fucking client.
this person got fucked up
that's
down
why
the street.
marriages
Now
don't
I
work
gotta,
out.
Now you
I
gotta
gotta
fix
make
it
it. Now
when
I gotta
you're a
make it
tattoo
work
artist.
and make sure that their life is better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because the
Like-
last 3 cocksuckers that tattooed my client fucked him off, and he's like really skeptical. And
Yeah.
it took me, a lot of convincing to let him know and assure him that I was going to take
It's a
care
lot.
of him. Like, you don't fucking understand. Back to Amazon and Walmart. Fuck you. Did you hear everything? Everything that I said right now is that you almost need a fucking master's degree and 3 majors to do what we do on a daily fucking basis.
Absolutely.
And then that doesn't even start to even begin to open up
Popo.
the fucking box of like what kind of condition mentally your client's in and why they're in your fucking chair. But if it's a 3-hour session, you're going to hear everything.
Oh yeah, you guys are like pretty much therapists.
And you're not
Yeah,
going to
there
think
is
a word
like a
of it.
a
You
non-licensed
have got
therapist.
to
I got-
absorb
I
that
got- yeah.
fucking whatever emotion they're having
Negative.
right
You're also
then and
definitely
there.
putting a certain amount of attention
Yes.
here while
While still
absorbing
trying to
all this.
answer and
Yeah,
carry
you're
a conversation.
I'm trying to-
Does
Yeah.
anybody understand
Yeah.
Oh,
how
for sure.
daunting that is and how
a lot.
emotionally draining that is?
or dealing with
Maybe
insecure
barbers,
husbands or
that's it.
boyfriends.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
right.
That's the worst.
Hey, we've had the police here, man.
That's the worst, bro.
Like you got a chick in the chair, she's getting a tattoo. The husband shows up and like,
screaming that she's getting tattooed on her
What's
head
going on in
and
here?
stuff
the
like
fuck?
that. Yeah.
Like,
What's
get
going
outta
on in here?
Listen, man. If anybody thinks this is easy and you think you can get on Amazon or Walmart and get you a fucking $39
Don't do it, you
machine,
can't.
You can't. You can. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. And if you do, fuck you too.
If you want to be in the industry, just work at a shop. That's what
get
I'm
an
doing.
apprenticeship.
Shout out to
do
Leighton,
do
dude.
an apprenticeship.
Look at you.
Listen, if you're tattooing and you didn't do it, you didn't get like properly trained, and you're not still learning. After how many years Calvin's been tattooing?
I'm still learning,
How
man.
learning every fucking
Every
day.
day.
Honestly,
bro.
back to
Yeah,
being
every
here,
day.
like honestly, like we were saying earlier, and even the conventions and stuff. One of the cool things about Don Don's convention and being here is the learning. You know what I mean? Like other artists who are doing really cool things are doing things maybe just a little bit different. And if you get to take a little bit of that and it makes what you're doing a little bit better and a little bit different, you know what I mean? You just adding to your style. And then the more we get to move around and the more we collaborate as artists who want to continue to learn more and make each other better,
Right.
then
Like,
that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going
everything-
to keep making each other better.
Everything that I just said, that I just spouted out. Now, Calvin and Andy, do you understand that that's why artists that work here only have to worry about drawing and tattooing? Because
Nice.
every
No
fucking
doubt. Yeah,
thing
shout out to
else
your front desk
that
office
already
and all.
comes with being a tattooer,
It's so
imagine,
stressful.
You
imagine.
got it right, dude. You got it right.
Nah,
Definitely.
for real.
You want to own a private studio and you want to work with just one dude and you want to be off the fucking whatever you want to do because you think you're going to make more money.
Picking
Well,
each other's boogers is fun.
you know what? I
Sword fighting in the bathroom.
I literally hope that you have got in an 8-hour day that you think you're going to work because now you're your own boss. I hope that you only get a 2-hour tattoo because you spent 2 hours getting ready for it. Then you had to answer phones, you had to do paperwork, you had to fucking pay bills, you had to get inventory,
Got to break down.
and you had to fucking do all the other shit.
And you still have
that-
to get to your second job.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, guess what? The private studios has ruined the fucking shop industry.
Actual shops.
The actual shops.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the problem. It's an epidemic, and it happens in this town. And I'll shout out Clarksville. There's a few shops in this town that's fucking dope. The rest of you are fucking spin-offs and fucking rejects and fucking afterbirth of fucking shops that were decent, that they did something you didn't like, and you took your self-righteous fucking punk ass, titty sucking motherfucking ass and said, you know what? I'm gonna go down the street. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna go right next door because I'm gonna say fuck you every day that I go past your shop because you made me do something I didn't want to do to better myself and feed my family better and a little easier. Well, fuck you. I could do it myself. And I'm just going to open up a shop, and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to sit at this shop, and I'm just going to sit here, and I'm just going to wait. And I'm going to wait. And if no tattoos come in, I'm just going to get on social media, and I'm going to pimp myself out or get my wife to fucking do it because she's got 15 email addresses. And then I'm going to troll your shop, and then I'm going to bash you, and you won't even know it, motherfucker. Because you know what? Fuck you for teaching me how to do it the right way, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody feel
I know exactly.
Yeah. Right? So then,
It feels like a lot, but I think
It's a lot to take in.
So then,
I do love stories.
So
Picking it
then
all up.
you get this shop down here,
Picking it
right?
all up.
And then now this shop
Bedtime
is
story.
this shop
Yeah.
is doing the same shit, right?
Picking it all
and
up.
then the fucking shop owner that had 7, 8 artists and was clicking and moving and everybody's making money, right? They got one fucking like lead cow. Some fucker that stands up and says, hey, I'm the alpha fucking male or female.
Absolutely.
Hey, bitches, guess what? This motherfucker's fucking us over. Fuck him. You ain't got to listen to him. Hey, come with me. We're going to go down the street. We're going to open up shop. That has happened in this fucking town 17 motherfucking times in the last 5 fucking years. And
they
fuck
shut
you,
down
COVID,
within 6 weeks.
And the fucking shutdown and all that fucking shit. And fuck anybody who's not doing it at this caliber, at this level, taking this much pride and taking this much shit and this much flack and listen to your fucking ass on some fucking Clarksville chat page. Fuck you. All of you. Every one of you.
I feel that, and I feel like it's not just here. You know what I mean? I get it, like your hometown and
industry-wide.
stuff like that, but it's industry wide.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
for
it
sure.
is.
And I feel like it definitely comes down to insecurities. It comes down to jealousy, regardless. You know what I mean? Like you're head honcho, but you're also making sure that
I'm not, dude. I'm a fucking tattooer in this shop. I don't walk around here.
I do see you walking around. You got your deal,
Yeah, but usually like trying to hand out tattoos to us.
Yeah.
and
like,
making sure everybody need a drink
Absolutely.
or coffee.
That's like den mother shit.
I know,
that's
but
what
it's
we-
like
that's what we were saying.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you
no,
walk
no,
in,
you're not
you're
that
taking care of
you're not
house
that you're not that type of person to be like, yeah, it was my shit, but it's like, in all honesty, it is
shit,
yours.
It is my
office.
fucking shit.
And absolutely. So it's like, you know what I mean?
And I
you're
do
doing
drive
it,
a nice truck.
You're
Fuck
doing
you
it very
for
well.
like that.
It's a very nice truck.
Well, so the thing
I
is,
drive a beater.
What I was saying
As long
is,
as
it's
the
like
keys are in
there's
it.
always going to be that one or two people, right, in
Yeah,
the shop
there
that is
is,
like,
yeah.
No matter
I can
what.
do better
Yeah.
on my own.
Yeah, of
The
course.
grass is greener.
when I opened this
The grass
shop
is always
13
greener.
years ago, there was 7 shops.
Unless you're
I
in
was
Arizona.
number 7.
Yeah.
13 years ago.
Absolutely.
Number 7.
Came from Arizona.
And in those 13 years, there's now 37. These fucking shops like fucked like rabbits, man, and just spread like goddamn cancer, just fucking right? And now they're everywhere, and you've oversaturated a small fucking area, right?
It's all them college kids getting
7
it.
shops that were really good, right? And like, if you owned a shop in this town 15 years ago, you'd be like, hey man, we're full, but my buddy down the road, 12, 14 miles from here, because
Got
that's
some
where
badass
he's at.
tattoos.
He's badass tattoos. Let me call him up. So you got some fucking walk-in space. But now there's so many of you motherfuckers in your private studios that you can't do that.
So what you're saying can actually be taken back a little bit to just like our attitudes as artists. You know what I mean? If we have this attitude where we want to grow from each other and we want to lift each other up and grow with each other, then we get less personal bumpy issues happening in the shop that we're like, oh, now I gotta go down the road and
Right.
start
Now
my
it's like,
own
fuck
shit.
you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
exactly.
I'm gonna
If we keep that humbleness, like you were saying, even about Clean Rock and some of those other dudes, you're like,
Yeah.
you keep that humbleness with you and take it past whatever. You know what I mean? We're artists, okay? So everybody likes the follow on Instagram. Everybody likes the shout out. You know what I mean? It makes us feel good. We're artists. We're fucking human beings,
Affirmation.
right?
We deserve-
Affirmation. Exactly. Okay, thank you for that. That word. So all I'm saying is like if you can,
Calvin
while
Mellon
getting all those
_4.
affirmations, see past that and keep on that humbleness.
On
I
Instagram.
think there'll be a lot less of those like, oh,
Like and
it
follow.
hurt my feelings. I gotta go open up
Right.
this shop over here.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Why not just fucking take a deep breath and be like, hell, homie, I'll see you tomorrow. My head wasn't in it today, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to
Like,
learn
damn,
with
let
you
me just
tomorrow.
take a step back
Yeah,
for the day.
fuck
I
yeah,
can
man.
name 17 shops. 17 shops that are filled with artists that have worked here, right? They studied me.
5 of them are ran by him.
I did them right. I did nothing but boost them personally, creatively, and artistically, and who went out and 17 shops in this town I'm responsible for spawning because they thought they could do it better than me. They thought they could do it better than me. And you might be doing it better than me, but you ain't doing it as much as me. You ain't doing it every day like me, right? Here's the point of the whole rant, right? if you're working in a shop and you're with a bunch of dudes and you're all creative and they're clicking and you're fucking family and you're close and you're tight and you're doing the right thing, and the shop owner has built a fucking nice place where it's full of people all the time and you don't have any responsibility other than showing up on time and drawing and tattooing and picking up your check on Tuesday and fucking working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week and making 150 grand a year, right? Then fuck you if you don't appreciate that. Because
Everybody-
that's as good as it fucking gets right there.
Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be that
They wanna be in
person.
control.
Everybody wants to be that. You
There's
know
no
what I mean?
control. You're not in control of jack shit. You're in control of the fucking lease,
control.
the
Yeah.
taxes, the utilities, the insurance. You're not in control of a motherfucking thing. Except you're not even in control of your ego.
Yeah.
I didn't build this shop this big because I have an ego. I built the shop this big because it was in demand, because people love what I've done over 13 years.
Yeah.
Not 22 months ago, popping open some fucking shop with some fucking swanky, stupid fucking name, and I got fucking like 60 Instagram followers, but I bought 40,000 of them with my fucking daddy's credit card. Like, that is not fucking owning a shop. That is not doing anything for this industry except bastardizing it and just encouraging Amazon and Walmart to keep pumping out fucking $39.99
Yeah.
motherfucking machines. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Walmart, and fuck you, Amazon. Like, that's
And let,
where
let,
it all starts.
Let COVID come back around.
Dude, bring it.
Let
Listen,
COVID come back
fuck
around and
yeah.
then see, you know what I
See
mean, who
who's
makes it
still here.
again.
Right.
That
Right.
was
no,
the,
like I said,
dude. That
if
was
there's
the
a blackout
worst.
right
that
now.
was the worst time ever. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And all of
Absolutely.
my artists were like, "All right, I'm going home." Meanwhile, like I'm like, "Oh,
Hey, I had to
my
still pay the rent.
Dude,
to
I had
still
bought
pay
a
the
whole
bills.
barn.
I
I'm
had
like,
to-
we're going old school, dude.
Yeah.
I literally went and bought a barn, stuck that shit in my backyard, pimped it out. You know what I mean? Made it
Yeah.
look super
Sure.
dope. It's a mini
You think
shop.
I didn't
at my house.
outlaw?
At your house.
I didn't
Yeah.
outlaw tattoo.
Well, and
dude.
then they say
we
you can
just
go back to
changed-
work, but
We just changed
that
our
was a
hours.
waste of money.
We just tattooed from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m.
But dude, that was horrible.
We had to survive.
Yeah.
Right. And all the people that got the stimulus checks and got paid unemployment for the
Ended
first
up-
time ever, half of you or 3/4 of you thought it'd be cool to get a couple more of your fucking knucklehead buddies that were sitting home instead of just chilling and relaxing, just throwing your money together. Part of the problem is, right, and this is part of the epidemic, it literally costs less than $2,000 to open up a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
$2,000.
Buy
Less
your
than
license.
$2,000.
Buy your
Business
license, deposit.
LLC. Let's go.
Yep.
Right. So why does it? If there's so many enforcements and so many restrictions and there's so many fucking hoops to jump through to do everything in this life except own a fucking business, right? Because starting up a business is super easy.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't there more restrictions and more? Why isn't there more like bureaucracy involved in that? Like
In
you know,
tattooing is what you're saying?
Or just in business.
Business in
Oh, and
general,
just in
but
business?
mostly in tattooing because it's harder to get a fucking passport than it is to get
An LLC.
a business license and a tattoo artist license, an establishment license, and pay the first month's rent on a fucking shitty ass fucking studio, buy a bullshit tattoo chair off Amazon, fuck you again, Amazon, and then call it a tattoo shop.
Yeah. Wait till I get my packages, Amazon.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that.
Don't cancel it until Calvin gets his
Look,
packages.
Jeff,
I need my packages.
Hey, Jeff,
Shout out to
with all-
Walmart.
With all due respect, Mr. Bezos, do your thing, dude. I spent $543,000 on Amazon last year on fucking supplies for this shop, so my artists didn't have to worry about shit. Okay, so I appreciate that. Thank you. How about a discount or something?
Throw us a discount code.
Absolutely.
Discount code.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated.
Listen, I'm all about support business. That's how this whole thing works, man.
Gotta
I'm
wrap
all
it up.
for capitalism. I'm all for the little guy, the underdog. I'm all for like the come up, right? The come up.
Right.
Nobody knows more about the come up than me because I'm still trying to come up.
Absolutely.
When you think you've reached it,
There's still more to go.
you're
just
fucked
getting
off,
started.
man. You should die
just
because
started.
you ain't got nothing to strive for. If you think that you've made it to the top, where the fuck you going from there?
Yep.
You got to reach something that's unreachable.
Yeah.
Raise your own standards. Raise your own standards so high that you can't reach them. Don't expect other motherfuckers to reach them either.
Yeah.
And I do that. I expect Leighton to reach my standards all the time, but I know he won't. But I know if he keeps trying, he'll never get there, and he'll keep trying.
Change
We
your
still love you,
circle.
Leighton.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Love you
change your
guys too.
circle.
No, does that make
I'm
sense?
trying.
Like
Yeah.
I raised him so high, I don't want him to ever reach him. I want him to keep continuing to try to reach
like
him
every day
because
there's
he
something
will
else
else
that I'm
elevate
trying to get.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't ever get there.
Yeah.
If you think you made it, you're just done.
Yeah,
You're
He's
just
getting
absolutely.
fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm about to come up. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you wanted to take everything away from me right now today, I'd still be okay. You know why? Because I didn't grow up with Facebook and cell phones and bullshit and Google and fucking. We had fucking when we got dial-up internet in the house, man. We thought we was fucking like living. Mm-hmm. You understand? It
LL
take
Cool
like
J.
goddamn hour and a half to get on fucking internet. Right?
You know, when you said that, I could hear the sound in my head. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's that?
That was.
Never mind.
Right? That's dial-up.
It was like ring. It would ring, and then it was like a
R2D2.
busy tone, and then
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thought my
We had,
dad's
me and,
nuts.
dude, me and my brother had a computer for like 2 weeks, and then we couldn't get on it anymore.
Listen, there used to be. Listen, there used to
What was that? Too many pop-up tats.
Yeah, it wouldn't even turn on.
I
I
didn't
don't know
even
what
have
happened.
MySpace until I was 25 years old.
Power button
man.
just went in and
I
stuck
had
there.
MySpace. You know, when I got my MySpace, right? I was like, fuck, I got MySpace. This
Hey, I got a
fucking dope, man.
BlackBerry for my first phone.
Shout out to
Yeah,
you.
I had a Motorola Flip. I was
Spoiled.
27 years old. 27
one of
years
them
old.
prepaid
I had a
bitches.
fucking, Motorola Flip. And it take you like a goddamn hour and a half to text like two.
Ooh,
fucking-
yeah.
To say I love you.
Hey, but I had
Yeah.
beeper experience, right? Because me
Yeah.
and my brother, we had beepers, and that's how we communicated. And we could spell shit like
Yep.
little words and shit,
Yep.
right?
And the cocaine
Listen,
in the corner.
if you
Call
you
after
take-
9.
take-
Got to
take-
call after 9, dude.
We're wrapping it up. Yeah. All right. Hey, we're wrapping it up. I guess
Sweet, man.
we've exhausted our time here.
I still gotta clean this bitch.
And for the record, if you listen to any of this and you're offended by anything that I say, I don't fucking care. You
Come
caught
see
me
us.
on a motherfucking
said,
day
"Come on down.
that I don't care.
Check it out."
Okay, I don't care. Hopefully, I educated you. You picked up a little bit of knowledge. You picked up a little bit of like what I was putting down. If you didn't, well, you're fucking just dumb. You didn't hear anything. All you heard was my mouth, and then now you're gonna go talk shit on some fucking page. Just so you know, every time you do that, I want to hug you because you're doing so much for my career.
Said my wiener grows just a little
Yeah,
tiny
dude,
bit.
you fucking.
I pitch a tent.
You give me a little bounce in my fucking underoos because you're helping me. You're getting me engagements that I don't need, but I love it. Love you. Thank you. Hate me. Love me. Fuck you. I don't care. Bye.
Hey, before we end, shout out to Andy and Calvin for coming out. Like and follow both their Instagrams.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Give them a shout out. Hit them up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know
Leave
if
it
we
at
have time. Do we have time? No time? Okay, cool. I just want to say on here, I appreciate
Yeah,
the
appreciate you guys.
extended hand, you know what I mean, bringing us out here like this. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
would
then
expect the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
Like I know that you guys would have me out to your house.
Yeah.
yeah, for most definitely, man. I think it's dope. So I just wanted to say that I appreciate you, man. You have a beautiful place, and I definitely want to bring the whole family out here next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can all go out to dinner or something like that. Yeah.
Dope.
But Walmart, thank you for the diapers. Amazon, please keep shipping my orders. Please. I'm just a guest here. And yeah, you guys can follow me at Calvin Maryland _4 on Instagram. Yeah.
And he tattooed. Check me out.
Tell a friend to
Both
tell
these
a
guys
friend.
go, man. If
Yeah.
you're not fucking get tattooed by them or following them, you're missing out.
All right. That's it.
He said, "We'll end that on the high note."